Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is John and Jenna from Flippin' Ain't Easy. If you guys know us, you guys know that this whole like 45 minutes to an hour up to the point where we hit the button to start has just been scrambling around. So we weren't late really, but it kind of feels that way. Love to get more time in before the show to get more preparation done. This is just one of those lives where I just didn't do it. So I'll just put that out there. Pretty busy day. Went to pick up a lot of stuff, had a lot of stuff to ship, and Jenna was, behind the scenes doing that. And a lot of stuff to pick up. And I had time to go by the bins, of course, and maybe grab a few things and then get back here. And then when you get back here, you still have to finish up the stuff that you didn't do when you left. So that was kind of my day, and a really hectic day. Weird thing is, had some good sales over the weekend as far as my sales are concerned. Had a like a $358 day on Friday, $412 day, and about a $350 day on Sunday. And that's not counting the other account where there's like 500 some odd listings, probably around an average of about $100 on those accounts. So for the most part, pretty good weekend. But what's really weird is on the other account, got some sales today, but not a thing today on my main account. So just thought that was kind of strange.
What do you mean, not a thing?
Not a sale, not a thing, nothing. You have
no
free
sales.
No, that's stuff I have to ship from the weekend. That's the UPS stuff we're gonna run after this live stream. So that's kind of how we were scrambling around, is getting all the USPS stuff done and out in those bags. Got two big Santa bags out in front of the house, and hopefully our carrier continues her good streak of actually showing up and picking up the packages. That's the plan. Otherwise, we're off to the post office. We have two big bags full of stuff between Poshmark and these other accounts. But today I wanted to talk because I was actually looking at an article from E-commerce Bytes saying that eBay decides to keep its Google shopping report after all. Now, it was mentioned about a month ago, I don't know where this came from, that it was decided that the quality report, listings quality report, was going to be removed, and it's going to stay. And I think it's a good thing. I don't use it a whole lot, but I thought, it would be a topic to kind of bring up to you guys, at least make you aware. I think it's more suited for someone who actually has a niche. So if you are selling one or two different types of things, it's really good to see where you rank against your competition. For someone like me, where I sell really a lot of everything, I mean, I guess I could look at it for my shoes, but for the most part, I sell a lot of everything. And it's just not a report I've spent a whole lot of time with. It's kind of cool to see where you rank, and it'll also tell you where you might need to improve, if you need to add more photos and things like that. But for the most part, I just wanted to let you know that it's certainly something that's going to continue. And if you've never seen it before, you can go under your seller hub, under the performance tab. It should be like right on the top where you go in, and it'll tell you can click on your quality listings or listings quality report, and you can look at the data. It comes up like in an Excel format. So if you have Google, was it Google Sheets or something like that, or you use CVS format or CSV format, you can certainly go that route as well. So just a quick blurb here from that. So hopefully that gives somebody who's been using it some hope that it's going to be there. So yeah, that's what I have. So hopefully you guys can help me out. Like normal, we have these live streams on Mondays and Friday, and it's driven really by your conversation in the chat. And I see a lot of people have already arrived here quite early, so thank you for that. Put your questions in the chat, and I'll get to each and every one of them as we go through. If you are watching after the fact, please, try to make it next time, but comment down below. And of course, hit that like button no matter how you're watching it, because it's what drives the algorithm to let other people know that we have a pretty good little community here, and I like building. This is kind of what drives us every day. I mean, Jenna does even, I don't have to ask her anymore. She wants to be on the live. I can just, she's fired up to be on it. So am I too. Well, when I guess you don't need really many excuses to get your war paint on, but for me,
I don't get many chances to put my war paint on.
You take any chance you can. Trust me.
Yes, I do.
So let's see who we have in the house here. We have Prosser's in the house. We have Tyler's Trading Post. Damian D is in the house. The Crazy's Life. Picky Ricky's in the house. And yeah, you guys had a little conversation there. So Carol Biddle, Truman Hare, Keena's in the house, Art Betzold, Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida, the Monster Loon, Semper Fi, Raw Solis, Rustic by JL, GT, Bill York, not related to the other York, Ed, the reselling writer, Bearded PokeTuber, Linda Uzi, John Jones, IC, Michael Biddle, Savage Picker. So I'm sure I missed one or two, and I apologize if I did. I'm kind of skimming through.
He's going so fast.
Take a breath. Okay. Damien says this weekend sales were great with no listings today, no sales so far. And, I had 19 drafts put aside. I launched some of them, and I went and picked up a lot of the merchandise that some of the merchandise that I'm actually made drafts for. And after the show, I'm planning on working on it some more. No more bowling for me on Monday nights. I don't know if that's a forever thing, but at least for this season, I am on the disabled list. My tendonitis in my bicep, my right bicep, keeps reappearing. I'd go months without any kind of injury or any kind of problem, and then it just flares up. So it makes me kind of sad, but it is what it is. I'll just spend that time working. Let's see. Damien's also taking all of his low dollar items to the flea market this weekend. Got to get my ASP up. Yeah, let me know how that goes. I've been thinking about the idea of maybe Friday after the live, maybe heading over to the swap meet out here in Vegas, and it's only like 4 or 5 miles away. So I'd like to maybe go check that out. Maybe even on Saturday morning, like between yard sales, that kind of thing, just to kind of get an idea. It's flea markets tend to be, if you're dealing with people who are always there, you can develop relationships with people. And, for instance, you get people that go and have these, the storage units, right? And so with the storage units, they have stuff they don't want to deal with. But if you tell them, look, if you get clothing in your storage units, put them aside for me, I'll give you X amount per piece. And so now they don't have to worry about trying to list it on eBay or, trying to fluff it up, or they know it's for you. And if you're doing that every week, picking up that merchandise, that's a sourcing method that you may not have had before. Let's see. Picky Ricky, congratulations on 1,000 feedback. Took you long enough. Let's see. Just skipping a lot here. Prosser did 26 pound today, so he didn't do a whole lot. What is the pound to the dollar anyway? Is it like?
You have Google.
I don't want to look it up. My head hurts. Someone that's there can tell me, hopefully.
Well, you won't get to that answer until.
Piggy Ricky says swings and roundabouts. I bet February is going to be crap. Well, hopefully not. Let's, my last video, I'm fired up, and I put it out. I swear to you, it's like I put a video out about, how fired up I am about sales and, things are looking up. And it's just like someone at eBay just pushes that button and says, no sales for you the next day. It's like the next day or that day I get no sales. So I don't know. My plan is this. I have a plan of action. I'm going to upgrade my main store to, like I mentioned in the video, to the next level. I think it's the $65 level or whatever it is. And I get 10,000 listings.
He said it's about $30 to $32. $1.24 United States dollar.
Okay. So for every pound, it's $1.25. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. That's not great there, Prosser. I can't sugarcoat that at all. Sorry. But it's better than me. I
It's
haven't
better than nothing.
I haven't gotten a sale today, and
Yeah,
I have listed some items today.
which is weird.
You know, it's cool. I picked up this brand new. It was an open box, brand new item. It's a golf cart cover, and it's one of those um, like nylon ones that have the clear um, the clear windscreen, for lack of a better term, that goes to a specific golf cart. And on Amazon, that thing sells for $900 and something, and I got it for like $30.
What do they need a cover for?
Because in the summer they have these custom carts sometimes, and they cover it up for like in the summer or the winter when it's too hot or cold.
Okay.
And then they have like, some of them have like these little AC units on the cart, so it keeps the cold air in the cart. It's kind of cool.
I know, Linda. He did pink. I don't know what made him do that, but I love it too.
I do different colors. I mean, I try to do different colors. Plus, I was in a rush. It was on red, and so I'm like, okay, let's do a different color. But it's like you slide the lever and it goes like through the rainbow, and I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to go through all the rainbow here. Let's just find a color. So there we go. We got, hopefully have some more women in the house that appreciate it. And there's some men out there that can appreciate it, I guess. Hey, but I don't mind. Pink. I don't mind pink. You know, hey, real men can sport pink. I wore pink stuff on the golf course. So hey, see, 26 quid pays my rent. Processor that cost me 20 a day. LOL. Now what's quid and pound? So help me, educate me on this lingo thing, right? So I was watching The Hills. What are their names?
Mark said you have
Andrea
no
Hills.
Sales. Have Jenna hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button, darn it. And I don't know where my phone is. I honestly don't know where my phone is. I'm scrambling around today. I swear to you. He never
knows where his phone is.
Yeah.
Ever.
So you will not know if I get a sale because my phone's not with me. It's probably in the kitchen. So after I went to the bins, Jenna's been bugging me about making chili, right? So I'm like, okay, let me go and stop and make chili. That's what's going to happen. After this show, I'm going to whip some chili together. So it would have been better if I'd have thought this out, maybe just had it just kind of slowly cooking like throughout the afternoon, but it is what it is.
Because it's cold and rainy here.
Well, it's kind of like, it's really cold rain, and we have like the snow levels low. And are you kicking or is it me?
Nope.
Okay.
That's you.
Sorry. It's not an earthquake. Picky Ricky sold a nice set of garden bowls this morning at 70. Only paid $5. That's what you want. You want to at least 3 extra money if you can. Process has been bad week. Did about 200 last 7 days. Most of that was since yesterday. Well, that's not good. Let's hit that like button. Hopefully, we'll get you some sales here. Let's see here. I know you guys had a lot of sidebar convos. Carol Biddle said, I crochet and list on eBay, and I'm getting increased views on my spring color listings. So they're now starting for spring themed items right now. I think so, because we had a lot of shoes this weekend.
A lot.
We had a lot. We have the USPS shoe boxes that we use. And I'm like, damn, we have a lot here. But hopefully that's a start.
Carol, do you sell your crochet items on Poshmark also, or just eBay?
Prosser says, I somehow got shipping labels mixed up on 2 parcels. So 2 buyers got the wrong item. I got one being returned, the other one not replying to messages. I hate that. Yeah. So what's probably going to happen is you're going to have to refund at least the one. And you know what? If maybe they'll like what you sent them. I mean, honestly, I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't refund that other person until they get back to you or open a return case. Let's see. Trying to get caught up to you guys. We got Truman here, says hello all. Says, to be honest, the first time I did that 12 years ago, so must have gotten distracted somehow. You know what? It is distracting sometimes. If you're maybe watching a YouTube video or something on YouTube or TV or whatever while you're working, sometimes you can screw up things.
Believe me, we've done it too.
Yeah. I've had that happen, and you just got to kind of get out in front of it. Communication's your friend. say, if you have another one to send, it's probably a good idea to maybe send that after, of course, you have the conversation with the person, get them agreeable to return it back, that type of thing. But yeah, it's not fun when that happens. Let's see. Carol says it happens everyone eventually. Probably was the same size boxes. That really increased the error. Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
If you're
they look the same, sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, and Jenna has this great habit now. She just finds the biggest like Sharpie she can find, and she's like, I mean, I try to put the label over top of it because I don't want someone to see that these are.
I write big, and so.
But why can't you use a pen or something?
Because the pens go through the poly bags. I'd rather use a black.
Well, then we have a small little Sharpie.
It's lost half the time.
Oh, geez. So now I'm trying to use the label that you could still see through what it is through the label, but I don't know. It does keep any kind of confusion. This is the first time
I'm hearing about this, though, guys. So he hasn't brought that to my attention
I don't
before.
Because I don't nitpick you. That's proof that I don't nitpick you about everything that happens, right?
Oh God.
So.
But you'll
I'm a good guy.
as hell come and nitpick about something else.
Right. You pick your battles. Picky Ricky says it can't happen to me the way I do it, but I have once shipped the wrong book to a buyer because it was made that they announced the second lockdown. I was livid. Well, geez, hopefully all these lockdowns are behind us. They already declared this whole pandemic over with. We're just waiting for the next one. Semper Fi's in the house. Raul Solis made it. That's awesome. Linda Uzi says hi. Monster Loon says hello, flippin' fam. Rustic by JL says hello from Alberta. Let me run the show here. Just to give him the stink eye. GT says hello all. And
Ed's here.
Steady and slow, but gets more sales. Yeah. Bill York and Ed says afternoon, John and Jenna. So hey, Ed, thanks for hanging out with us today. Biff Boffo says my impressions are tracking way down today. I think eBay is jockeying servers again. And, I want to know more about that because I think, watching James on Boring Reseller Life, he contacts eBay all the time and was saying something about certain servers. And how does that work? So do I have my own server or am I sharing a server with like 1,000 other people and they have all these servers and then they pull the plug and you just not getting your stuff in front of other people? Is that a myth? Is that something that someone just thinks is happening? Because I've never really heard much about that before I started checking out James's YouTube channel. But, I'm hearing you say that. And so I'm wondering if it's actually a thing or just a myth. And I know they have servers, right? But as far as, if one server is down, but yet eBay's still up, that type of thing.
Linda's new.
I'm new. What is your Poshmark? Well, would be
it's under hot HAUT.
Hot
desert deals.
Yes. And I don't think there's any underscores on there, right?
I think there is actually.
Let's see my closet. Yeah, there's underscores.
Yeah, so HAUTE underscore desert underscore deals.
Why is there an M?
Because it wouldn't let me leave it out.
That's weird. So you might have to put in space M. I don't know why.
You'll see our profile picture is us.
Yeah. And we have like what? How many items we have?
Oh, I don't even know.
It says we have 1,400 listings, but I think most of those are just no good.
We have like 280 maybe. I think some sold over the weekend, so I think we're right below 280. Oh, okay. 276 maybe.
Biff likes the quality report, the listing quality report, just to see the ranking. And again, if I was just shoes on one account, I would be interested to see where I this is the only live stream where the people start laughing before anyone knows why.
Tommy says John's nickname for himself is Hottie. HAUTIE.
Wow. I'm going to get to that remark here in a minute. John Jones says, hey, how you doing? IC's in the house. Michael Biddle is with us from Utah. Savage Pickers in the house. Jovial Juggler. Hello, FAE family. Happy National Bubble Wrap Day. Yay. I love bubble wrap. I like how Jenna's been joining each stream now. I do like bubble wrap. We use it a little bit too much, but Gail's in the house.
I use a lot of it.
And let's see. Gail says, "Go Chiefs." I've got I've got the Eagles winning this one. Archie's not too happy with me, but Casey's Kansas City's a little too beat up.
I'm not happy about him picking them either.
The Eagles.
Don't go there.
Okay. Little insider. Prosser says, "Yes, we'd like to see Jenna on the show if John and Jenna would just move a little to his right."
Oh, am I not in?
Is that good? Okay.
It's these chairs. These chairs are so big and bulky.
Yeah.
You can't really fit.
It is what it is. Okay. Savage Pickers says, "Great sales for me over the weekend. Had steady sales today." It's just like someone turned the spigot off for me. I don't know what it is. Do they have duck pin bowling in Nevada? Duck pin, is that like the little like
that last time, remember?
Like the little bowling ball that you throw at the pins? Yeah, I've seen it before, but I'm an actual bowler. I used to be until
last week.
And it's like I haven't bowled as good as I did last year, and so it was like, why is my teammate so excited about replacing me? But okay, I see why.
He's not excited.
He was quick. Let's see. Why not learn two-handed bowling like the GOAT, Walter Ray Williams? Because I think that's cheating. In my mind, people like wear these braces on their arm to throw the ball and all that. It kills me. I'm a purist. I've been bowling for like 30 years, and then this phenomenon.
Brace.
Yeah, because you need the help. I'm saying that you need the help with your arm. You have like screws in your wrist.
He's really not digging himself a good.
What is your average when you bowl?
I haven't bowled in a long time.
What is your average when you bowl?
I don't know.
Just guess. About 100? 110?
No, it went up.
Okay. So
rude.
I'm not rude. I'm real.
Guys, what is going on?
Being rude.
Do you see what I deal with?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Develop relationship with some vendors. One always saves me hats and gives me a good deal to buy them all. GT, one of my local flea markets, are great for relationships, but also many times it's people just trying to sell stuff that hasn't moved on eBay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you're going to have stuff, just random stuff that maybe you don't want to list because it only sells for $5 on eBay, but you can get that $5 or a few bucks from somebody at the flea market. Raul says, "Is selling in Walmart worth it? I heard Walmart doesn't charge like Amazon does." I have looked into it a little bit, but I think you have to have a business license. If I'm not mistaken, you can't be just a sole proprietor. And I've looked into it. Until there's a way to cross post it, I just don't want to take the same kind of time that I spent on eBay. I'd rather just spend that time on eBay for now. No One Designs in the house. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate you. And then Linda says she loves the pink. AP's Dead Dog Collective. Hello, fellow resellers. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Chris Wiley. Hey, John and Jenna in chat.
Hey.
Mark Suddick's in the house. You had no sales today. Have Jenna hit your like button. Kim Sharp's here. Let's see. Quid is a pound, like $1 is $1. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just slang for pound. Yeah, quid. I think quid sounds cooler than like pound because I think of weight. I gain 3 pounds a day. Okay, well, you shouldn't be eating so much. Well, no, I got $3. Okay, well, that's different. Only real men can sport pink. Yes, I agree. IC says, just made chili in a crock pot yesterday. Yes. It's really cold out here for winter out in Vegas, so it's actually kind of spot on. AP's Dead Dog Collective says, pink is just flattering color on some men. It's not just for Barbie anymore.
That's right.
Tommy hit the dislike button for the no sales factor. Hope it turns your frown upside down. You know what? Here's the thing. I can't control the sales. I mean, I can list, I can, sell similar end items, sell similar, and do that little trick and stuff, and maybe that'll work. But you know what, we're gonna have bad days here and there. As long as you can bounce back, and maybe it's a server thing, maybe there's something to it. Thomas says, use poly bags, bro. Killing sales, usually boxes and calculated, puts a lot of shoes over 2 pounds. You know what? Poly bags, yes.
We do poly bag some of them.
But we're doing the calculate. What I have it set up is with the calculated. I have the 2 pounds for the weight. Usually anything up to 2 pounds, I'll use the USPS shoe box, and it's 15 by 8 by 6. And we have that in the calculated shipping. So the buyer's paying that. Anything larger than that, I'll go 3 pounds or higher at 15 by 11 by 7. That's the boxes that I have, the eBay boxes that will fit the larger, heavier shoes. And then I start venturing into UPS ground and stuff like that. But anything lighter than a pound, like those really light shoes, I'll just put them in a poly with bubble wrap. Picky Ricky says, I wear pink polo shirts in summer because my grandma told me summer colors in the summer. I also wear baby blue. And Carol says,
pink year round.
Carol says, just eBay. I was listing on Etsy last year, but got hardly any views. And with eBay, I have had to account there for years. So I've had a following already. I do better there. So quit Etsy. I don't know why that just popped up.
Do you do Poshmark too? Because I bet you would sell on Poshmark.
So Tommy only hits like buttons on all professor videos. So should I just like get off on like major tangents and like just ramble? I don't know. Andy says, Andy from Indiana is in the house. So thanks for hanging out with us today. Let's see. Kimberly says, I'm a new viewer in the past week. I've watched several of your videos. I have a feedback of 113, mostly from buying, trying to get started with what I have on hand in the house. You're inspirational. Well, thank you, Kimberly. That's sweet. Sorry. That's really sweet of you. Wow. I appreciate that. No, with
he's
all
on one today,
I don't know
guys.
what it is, guys.
He is on one. What
but
did you have
I don't know. It's just craziness. But nonetheless, thank you for watching the videos. And that's the way you want to do it. You want to start with what you have in the house.
Yeah, that we did a lot of that in the beginning too. I mean, yes, we did get liquidation pallets, but we also did go through a lot of the house and just get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you do that as you kind of go. It's like, would I rather, like Archie saying, hey, we need to do a yard sale, but like, hey, okay, fine, I'll bring all this stuff over to your house that I would just list anyway and probably make more money on eBay, and people are gonna be buying anyway the yard sale for eBay. So I'll be that flea market guy with boxes of trash that I don't want to put on eBay taken to his yard sale. What is you go Gadel? Gadel? I don't know what that means. And then like Picky Ricky says, keep watching YouTube's videos, Kimberly, to learn what to pick up for eBay. Yeah, watch. And here's the advice I give you. Find, YouTubers that after a few videos, they seem to be knowledgeable and they seem to be trustworthy, and find ones that halfway through the video aren't trying to turn it into a opportunity to get you to sign up for some kind of a program. That's one of the first signs there. Chris Wiley says, Jenna, someone else uses paint tape, which peels off your package with no damage. Just a thought.
Well, I also, because we have black poly bags and my marker is black. So I will put a sticky note on it and write on it. So I do that too. But yes, that's a great idea. I didn't think of the paint tape.
Thrifting by JL. The other day, I could not find a sold item because I did not put it back in its numbered bin after taking it out for a customer. Had to cancel, not in stock. Week later, found it. Yeah, that's the way it works.
He does that just me. All the time. All the time. I cannot tell you. Probably, I think I shipped 35 packages today, and I had to find probably of them because they were in the right spot.
Uh-oh, the Sharpie broken marriage story I've seen too many times. This doesn't need to use the biggest one. I mean, it's just...
It happens to always be the one that's there. That's because he doesn't use it and I do.
Drew's in the house. And then the flippin' sports guy says, "Hey all."
Hot flipping.
Andy says, "So I've got a box of 100 remotes. I have to figure out how to get rid of. Somebody pulled them out of their old inventory. That's not selling. Put them in a box and called it 100 bulk remotes." Yeah, I mean, remotes for me, they sell for like $5 to maybe $10, $15. So I tend to ignore them when I see them at yard sales because it's just it's not worth the time. Ed says, "Do you miss the 100% liquidation sourcing, John, or do you prefer garage and yard sales now?" Um, I like the mix. I like the mix of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't even looked at a liquidation pallet in like a month. Um, with the yard sales, the bins, I go there now at least once a week to the bins. And also, like I'm able to buy my own liquidation and I can kind of pick and choose what I want and not have to worry about the 20-25% of stuff being trash, that type of thing. And I am a hauti. Yes, I appreciate that. Hauti. Trombley's Treasure says, "Flipping ain't easy. Do you know flipping with your wife ain't easy? Some days she will not let me say the word eBay at all." Yeah, well,
that doesn't happen in our house, but there are some times where I would like eBay to not be a part of the equation, but that's just not a reality.
Yeah, where did you get those remotes, Andy? I want to know. Let's see. Kimberly says, "Right now I'm trying to learn to sell. When my parents passed, the world of stuff I need to get rid of. May be a while before I start buying." Yeah, and it's just
sorry to hear about your parents.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's it's one of those things where you just want to pace yourself. You want to maybe just take it slow at first. Depends on the type of how much time you have, but I find that when you just really, unless you're really enjoying doing the listing, if you feel like you just are inundated with listings and you're not taking your time to learn as you go, then it's to me it's a little bit more it's not as fun to do. That's the lack of a better term, right? It's trying to get it out, right? I can't spit it out today for some reason. The Flippin' Sports guy says, "I'm glad the listing quality reports, those rankings are so random." Yeah. Again, I don't look at them so much, but I thought someone on here would want to know. That's kind of why I brought it up. Is it going to be useful for me? Maybe I might look at them if, like, for instance, if you want to see why you're not ranking, on some listings on Google, it'll tell you why some items aren't being displayed on Google. Let's see. Carol says, "Concerning the swapped items being shipped to the other buyer thing, is it legal to hang on to the items once sent back until the seller receives both items and sends them to the buyers?" Sure. As long as your buyers are cooperating and not opening, cases against you, not filing, item not received and things like that. But communication is the key. But if you're trying to reach out and communicate with both buyers and only one's going to communicate, then that option's not even on the table anymore. Drew says, "Tried AI chat on 4 listings and had for 3 months in inventory. They sold overnight, so I'm in the process of ending and rewriting all my listing descriptions with it. Thanks for the tip." Yeah, I like using it. I just like asking it, "Please write me an optimized title for an eBay item for the following eBay item," right? And then what I like about it is, okay, so I'll write that out, then I'll paste my title for the first one, and it does this thing, it writes it. And then all I have to do is just paste the title for the next one, and it automatically knows that I'm asking it for another one. So you don't have to keep asking or typing it out. Let's see. Edward McHugh says, from Central Florida, "Thanks for hanging out with us today. And thanks for, I don't think I've seen you before, but hopefully you won't be a stranger." Max Dawson, "When's the next solo show?" When Jenna gets mad at me or decides to not want to be on the live or something, but it'll happen, I'm sure. So Carol says, "I end up being distracted popping the bubbles while popping the wrapping the items long time ago when I sold more fragile items." We don't do that
on them sometimes. I mean, if there's a piece on the ground and I actually step on it, it scares the living
don't move,
daylights out
just
of it.
zoom out a bit. Well, okay. Let's see.
Max with Jenna?
What's Max with Jenna mean? I don't know.
Maybe that's because it's Max Dawson.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on with that person, but they probably need to be in timeout.
Okay.
Because they've made a couple of comments that were not
Okay,
appropriate.
we'll do that. We'll do that. I'll just have a nice day, Max. Lucky Max. Okay, Purple Cactus Sales says hello, and we'll skip through the nonsense. Edward wants to know, will eBay send us something for taxes? They will send you by the 31st. By tomorrow, they're required to have the 1099s in. And, I don't think about taxes until like March, so I'm not on top of it. But if I'm looking, it should be under your reports. And of course, it wants to drop all kinds of stuff in front of me. But your reports, downloads, I believe. No, that's not it. Well, I'll try to find it for you, but they should have it either today or tomorrow uploaded. They're required by law to have it in by tomorrow. Ed, the reselling writer, I have great sales, but not on eBay. 300 plush sale on Mercari, $80 sale on Grailed, and $45 sale on Facebook Marketplace, and lower dollar sales on eBay.
Our Mercari is
like
something's wrong.
Yeah,
it's like it died.
It died.
I don't know how to bring it back.
But
to
I
life.
haven't cross-posted over to Mercari in a little while, so that might be part of it.
Well, I did a couple days ago. I added like 2 or 3 just to see if that was the problem, and still nothing. Well,
also maybe send offers to the likers, because I still get people that want to, seem to be interested in our stuff. They're just not buying it. Yeah, I think the pink is affecting Hottie John's mood. Thought this is the way hotties were supposed to act. Sorry.
He's spicy today.
Max says I'm 30 days for okay. Please clap. Okay, well, go ahead and clap. The Tommy Bernard podcast says John, pretty hot and tempting, or fat as they say in the streets. Nellie says I'm guilty with the flea market thing. I watch people check eBay and then still buy it. I just keep my mouth shut. Emporium, etc. Jim says, good evening, J&J. I often sell China, so shipping is so much fun trying to use calculated shipping with multiple quantities. Yeah.
That can get tricky.
Yeah, I'm glad that with being an everything seller and not a niche seller, I rarely get someone who wants to buy multiple items from me. Hey, John, does your cross-lister work for us here in the UK? I don't see why not. Go check out, and you can check this out on your side of the pond. You can go to primelister.com. It's not .co.uk. I don't think it's anything like that. It's .com, and just go and download the Chrome extension, and it's a 14-day free trial. Yeah. But click on the link in the down below.
Damien's asking the same thing. It's called Prime Lister.
Prime Lister. I think it's like they have 2 plans. Like one's $29.99 a month. One's like $39.99 a month. I think the $39.99 one has the Poshmark automations, where it automates the little when you like your item or share your item, whatever it is, to others and play the game.
That's what Damien was asking.
Yeah, it plays that game for you.
I love it because it plays the game for me. I don't have to play the game, and it does it for me, and I can move on with my life.
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't cost anything. 14 days, you don't have to give them any information like a credit card or anything. And then if you want to continue, then you just, sign up, that type of thing. Mike's in the house. Got to the live late. How you doing, Mike? Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Mike, did you get all your stuff? I hope so.
Let's see. This Max character is funny. Let's see. Deportes en el recuerdo. I have received eBay's 1099K today, has everyone else. So did you get an email from them or anything like that? That's interesting.
You should see.
I'm sure it's in the report somewhere. Honestly, I don't get into tax mode until like March. Truman Hare says, I've hit the like button, got my sale. Thank you. I'm having to relearn this lesson. 2 or 3 days without sales does not mean I have failed at life, the things I can control.
That's right.
Number 1, keep listing keep moving forward. If you do not know what to do, see rule 1. If you stand still, you get stuck like cement. Cobra Kai, keep killing it and dragging it home. Yes.
That's right.
Very, very good. I like that. Betos Kick says, sneaker community rules: never ship out shoes in plastic or poly bags. Always double box. People will thank you. So what we do is we have like those big rolls of like the cellophane wrap, I guess you call it, like the plastic wrap. Cellophane. And we just wrap our shoes in that. So I guess maybe you're not supposed to do that, but we wrap the shoes in that when we store them on the racks. And then we take them, we bubble the shoes, and then we put them in the appropriate box. And I think that by having it packed that way, you really don't need to double box anything, because I mean, you got a shoe that's protected by plastic, protected by bubble wrap. Those shoes aren't going to get dinged up or hurt that way. Tommy says, I polybag everything unless leather dress shoes, $20 shoes or $150 shoes, polybag. I like that. I like that. I really thought you were more of a box guy before you started talking about polybags, but I really think that is a good way to ship a lot of things, is bubble wrap and polybag. The box in a bag with bubble wrap around the box in the bag. I like that a lot too. We've done that for years, and it's reflected on your feedback, right? People will put a rating for your feedback for your shipping, right? Shipping speed, accurate description, reasonable shipping cost, communication. They'll hit you somewhere if you continually deliver an item that is beat up because of bad packaging, or in your feedback. I don't get negative feedback from bad packaging or complaints for that matter. Carol says, I thought Poshmark is just for clothing. Will they accept accessories there? I'm planning on a crochet some scarves. I don't know if they'll do well since I don't do social media. They do all kinds of stuff.
They do so much stuff there. I mean, from beauty, makeup,
home appliances,
clothing, home appliances, shoes, baby clothes, like you name it, you can get it. It's just a lot of things. I mean, the only thing I've never seen on there is like tools or stuff like that.
And Mike's been watching James' channel. You know what? I like watching James. To me, you know, and I don't know if he's watching this or not. You know, I like James. I'm in awe of the fact that he's been able to just put together such a large store. It's just, I know that I could never do that. I just, between the lack of space, and I just don't. It's a no for me, but it works for him, and that's what matters. Gail Carson says, starting to hate make an offer. Went round and round with the buyer on a price this morning. Agreed on a price and have not heard from them. Geez, you know, I had a similar situation where they accepted a offer for watcher type item. It's a Canadian buyer, and then they sent me a message saying, why is the shipping so high? Now, this is an album, an LP. And for whatever reason, I guess I had global shipping selected. I don't know why for that listing, because all my other albums don't have any global shipping. So I said, look, if you're looking at another album as well, why don't we cancel this transaction, and I'll relist it. You buy whatever albums you want, and I'll just send them international shipping. And I even gave them a quote on what it would cost for what they were looking for. And they said, yeah, go ahead and cancel. Let's redo it. As soon as I did, I said, okay, it's ready. Here's the item number. Didn't hear back from them at all. It's whatever, you know. Sticker shock on the shipping. They thought, okay, it's going to be $6. You know, these buyers, they think that shipping should be free.
Yeah.
And
I think they think everything shipping is free.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's
we
not.
just get random bubble wrap sent to us and free boxes and poly bags. It's
Mike says, I've learned that lack of sales can really be on eBay, an eBay issue with the servers going down every night. Thanks for turning me on to him, by the way. Yeah, I just, you know, I like his story, and feel bad about his dog, actually. But it's like his dog is like bone cancer. And yeah. So feel bad about that. But, you know, he has a good, positive attitude. And I know one thing. I could not, I just say this, I could not have that large of a store. I just couldn't. I'd find a way to get those things moved a little bit faster, but it is what it is. There's 125, not 106, but I guess I'm so far behind.
Back at 328.
So friends, there's 106 in the chat. Please hit the like button. Yes,
hit your
please.
like buttons for your free sale for today.
Yes, you get a one free sale on me by hitting the like button.
Hours.
Yes. June Hodge says, I had a potential buyer message me, and when I went back to reply 5 minutes later, the message disappeared. I found it in my emails off eBay, but it said it was invalid when I tried to respond. That's really weird.
That's
maybe they
bizarre.
got canceled. Maybe they it's one of those things where you try to contact someone that's what they used to call that. It's not a registered, it's a NARU, they used to call it, but not a registered user. Maybe it's something like that. Let's see. If it flips, it ships. 101 says, I turned off make an offer. And Linda Uzi says, is your eBay the same name? So my eBay is Value Trends with a Z, one word. And then we have the other store is actually the same name on eBay as well as our
Deals,
yeah.
But it's HAUT.
We all know that. We all know that.
Not everyone does. Linda's asking,
I know, but
so
that's been the word of the day on this program is hate. AP's Dead Dog Collective says, talk to your audience for hours on end about the trials and tribulations of purchasing a new home, assuming they are fascinated, and remind them of all your many years as area manager. Content AF. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Gail says, has anyone watched the Bolo Buddies on YouTube? No, I've never seen YouTube before. I've watched.
Stop yourself.
I'm just being a jerk. I'm sorry, Gail. Bolo Buddies. No, I have not. Maybe I'll go check them out later. But
buy your own.
No, be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah. Trumbley's Treasures. Is there anything to bring feedback and sales numbers to your new store, or at least let buyers know the two stores are connected? Not really. No, not really. Let's see. Nelly says, Jenna might as well go ahead and throw a blanket on the couch for John. I don't sleep. Well, yeah, I don't sleep on the couch.
Nelly, he really is.
I don't do the couch.
That'll be after he makes my chili.
Yeah. Remember, I still owe her some chili.
Yeah.
So if she wants me to put my best effort in it, then she's got to be nice.
I know how to make my own chili.
But can you make my chili? I'm just asking.
I don't know how you make yours, but I know mine is pretty darn good too.
Okay. So Anytime Picker says, I just talked to Bob in the Philippines, and he said that it's getting replaced by Chat GPT. They're going to call Chat. They're going to say, this is not Chat GPT, it's Bob's replacement. Bob told me all servers are good.
Oh, God.
Geez. Bob bought a house in Philippines after being an area manager. Wow. Silver Hair Stacker says, good evening. Thanks for hanging out with us today. James tipped me off of an upcoming video about server issues. Maybe. I'd like to know what's going on because I'm still waiting, and I've hit the like button and I'm still not getting anything, but maybe it's coming later. Carol's on an important phone call, guys, so she'll be right back. Semperfi 1918 bought a popcorn maker for $3.99, could sell it for $30, but decided to use it as a save on popcorn. Sometimes to buy and sell, and sometimes you have to buy to save. Yes. So getting good deals lately. That's the thing. I've got good stuff up, better stuff than I had the last couple weeks, but not a single sale today. So TikTok says, took a tumble yesterday evening because of falling excess inventory. Lesson learned. Yeah. Got to keep your area somewhat navigatable. That's for sure. James Helm says, hello from West Palm Beach. That's like 20 minutes north of Stewart. That's where I was at when I was out working for Amtrak for them for about a 2-month period. AP's Dead Dog Collective says, should I have two stores for different niches? Not sure if leather jackets and Weebles have the same target demographic. I would say you would probably want to have two different stores. Yeah. Like Weebles, the collectible crowd, they seem to be a different type of buyer than your average, I just want to buy clothing crowd. Tommy says, Chat GPT told me of 10 buyers don't read descriptions, and since it's not part of search, to just copy random excerpts from Harry Potter into description. No, but look, it does add keywords, and it does put together a pretty good title. You know, I have like a pair of shoes that are used that are, you know, good condition or whatever, and it'll come up with a really catchy description. Is like, wow, I even want to buy it, and I have it with me. You know, it's pretty interesting how it works. J Dub Retro says $300 plush is full of cocaine. That reminds me of that movie that just came out, or it's coming out. It's called Cocaine Bear. Anybody see the ads for that? And apparently, like, the bear's like strung out on cocaine, and it's supposed to be a comedy. I want to go check it out. I like those kind of stupid comedies. Pay money for that. Yeah, well, I'll pay for your ticket then. Flippin' Sports Guy says that was Ed's teaser for tonight's live, where he'll tell us why he's a posher for life. Kim Sharp says actually got 2 Bonanza sales last week. Oh crap! I haven't checked Bonanza in weeks.
I checked it a few days ago, and it was a big fat goose.
And I'm dealing with a new keyboard. My keyboard died on me over the weekend. I had a wireless Logitech. The top rows just like didn't want to work. So I had a couple Logitech wired keyboards that I had bundled for a pretty good price, but still no one's buying them. So I said, okay, I'm going to take the one that's open. One was an open box, one's brand new sealed. And I've been using the wired keyboard, and I picked up this Microsoft one for $2.
That thing's cheeky.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a wireless, what is it? One of the Wave keyboards, one of these keyboards like that. It's just different.
It's extremely small.
Well, you know,
compared to his other one.
Yeah, the other one was just big and just bulky. Picky Ricky says, if I had a different store for each of my niches, it'd be running 100 eBay stores. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. Yeah, no. I had the niche for the collectibles. That went pretty well.
But if you're only doing 2 niches, I think 2 stores would be good.
Yeah.
Especially if they're way 2 different products. Leather jackets and Weebles.
Yeah,
I would say that's fair customer. To say.
Oh, I was worried. I thought I'd have a sale waiting for me on Bonanza when I logged in, but
I wasn't holding my breath.
So ridiculous. What's the name of the app that shares for you on Poshmark? Okay, that's the Prime Lister app. AP's Dead Dog Collectives. I have more leather jackets than the entire Castro district of San Francisco.
Wow, that's a lot of leather jackets.
Let's see. The Flipping Sports Guy says John is recommending links in the description, so he's telling you if you're new to eBay, don't follow him. He's selling stuff. Well, here's the deal. Look. All right. I'm not selling you a video of okay, guys, I'm gonna make a video where you can do all this great stuff that I won't share with you on my videos. Okay, that's not gonna ever happen with me. I mean, you can also buy Flippin' Ain't Easy gear if you just happen to say, oh, that's kind of cool, I want that type of thing. But like, this channel takes time to put content together, and we get sponsors that approach us from time to time. You'll be surprised the number of sponsors that approach me, and it's like, okay, wait, you want to pay me this to say this on my channel? I'm like, okay, wait, the audience, they won't resonate with what you're trying to sell. And so for me, it's like I turn down a lot of offers to have people, you know, either want to come on the program or like have me do a 15 to 30-second pitch.
Some have nothing to do or relating with eBay or selling, or some of the offers that come through are just not, we would never put you through that.
Yeah. But, you know, at the same time, you know, I have to look at this as, you know, as you build a YouTube channel, it becomes a revenue stream.
A business.
It is. And you get approached. And if I feel like the product is going to benefit other people, if I like the product, that's number one, then I'll definitely share it with you. And, but there's got to be a benefit to you guys for me to even want to mention it. And I think Prime Lister's a good one. You know, there's some other things that's coming down the road, and, you know, I'm really not trying to
right
sell
back.
you guys on just the first thing that comes up, because I would never even accept a sponsorship for that. Chicago Sellout says, John and Jenna, cheers 2023. So ready for a New Year's energy. Good riddance 2022. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Looking to find better positive results that I can report to you guys. I'm feeling a little bit more confident. I mean, yeah, today's kind of an anomaly over the last week and a half, but we're going in the right direction. So hopefully this continues. Let's see here. Thomas says, AP told the Fawns leather jackets are cool. Yeah, I know. That's the thing with leather jackets or any kind of jackets. I think you got another month or two before that business starts slowing down a little bit. Jason Byers official says, my 1099 from eBay showed up in my mailbox today. Real mailbox, not email. But you would also have a link in your seller hub as well if you just wanted to look at it. Picky Ricky still has never made a sale during the Flippin' Ain't Easy live chat, but you don't have to necessarily make the sale during the live. It's the 24-hour period after you hit the like button. That's what counts. Let's see. Picky Ricky, you have to hit the UK like button, not just the US like button. Todd, that's because you need to put a poly mailer in a cereal box to fit it. Yeah. Who does that? Who ships in a cereal box?
We have gotten a diaper box before, which wasn't that out of the ordinary, but
it had
was
feces.
It had stuff
on
it.
The bubble wrap inside.
It was disgusting.
It had to be feces.
Okay, don't say that word again.
We can talk about earwax if you want.
Ew.
Okay. Thomas's boxes are for Instagram stacks only. Pre-owned shoes can't get hurt in mail. Just crazy to waste that much space in bags. Extra trips. Yeah.
Prosser, yes, I did get my car taken care of. It's all nice and pretty now.
Yeah, insurance paid for all that stuff and everything's good. So, let's see.
I haven't been back to USPS yet.
Right. She won't go. But here's the thing. She hasn't had to go and I haven't had to go because our carrier has been on the ball. So it's getting close to that time where I'm going to have to say, thanks for helping us. Here's a Starbucks card or something. Go get a nice hot coffee or something. Yep. But just kind of reinforcing good behavior. Yep. Carol says,
Nelly got her sale.
Yeah, she got her sale.
Woo-hoo!
Awesome. Carol says, will I get a 1099 for my $5 sale I made last year on eBay? You shouldn't get one if it's under 600. Yeah. But remember, guys, if you're in a state that has lower requirements, then you'll get one based on those requirements and not what the federal government's doing.
Frankenbox.
Let's see. Darren Adams is a great video today. We always have to look at ourselves and try to improve. What's the only way to get better, improve every day? Yep. Try to do that as much as I can. Yeah.
You learn something new every single day.
But you know what you won't hear me do is, oh no, I spent an extra 15 minutes doing this and I've got to do better tomorrow. I mean, look, that's part of the reason why many of us have our own business and not working for someone else. It's being under the gun. Now you got to be accountable to yourself, but at the same time, look, if you need to take a break and just sit down for 15 minutes, you've been out working in the garage, then take your break. Don't feel like you're wasting your day because you just like tomorrow. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going out and I'm going to go play golf with a friend that I haven't seen in a while. And I'm going to come home and work, but I'm taking time for myself just to get out of the house.
If we don't get any more sales, I won't need to ship.
We're going to get sales. I'm telling you that right now. I've got a bunch of listings that after we're done here and after I play Chef Boyardee in the kitchen and make the chili, I'm going to be listing a bunch of listings and that'll drive the sales, I'm sure. The Flippin' Sports guy says, why do people always think overnight is server issues? How about most Americans that aren't Tommy sleep overnight? Let's see.
Yeah, but they don't all work. Most of those people are in the Philippines.
Yeah, and Tommy, I think someone was hitting on it in the chat. When are you going to start doing your lives? Love to tune in. I know you have Tracy with you on your live, but I don't know if you're going to do it solo, if you're going to do it at all again. But yeah, I'd like to know when you're going to do that again. And then tweakers aren't typically shopping on eBay. Sometimes they got to get their
Hey,
paraphernalia
you never
somewhere.
know.
Callie Debs is in the house. Thanks for hanging out with us today. See, Kim just got her sale. See?
Woohoo!
And yeah, just hit that like button for that sale. One sale within 24 hours guaranteed. IC says a little off topic, just mailed 2 flat rate, 1 large flat rate USPS to Massachusetts to Washington State to relatives. Well, hopefully that gets there okay.
Total $5.
No, she meant 57.
Oh,
$57.
ooh.
Yeah.
I hope you're wait.
2 flat rate, 1 large flat rate, $57. And I hope you bought the labels like off a pirate ship or something.
Ship. Yeah.
Don't pay retail for your labels.
Yeah.
Plus you got to stand in line. You don't want to do that.
Pirateship.com.
Truman Harris says, when I receive an offer, I lower the price in the listing for the buyer. They do not buy it. Usually someone does. Yeah. I like that. I mean, look, think about it. It's like, why are you doing this one person a favor and giving them that $15 item for 10, and then they're going to flake on you? If you can sell it for 10 and you're cool with selling it for 10, then just put it out there for 10 and sell it to the person who's willing to pay you.
Yeah.
Rosie Games. Hi, John and Jenna. Glad to see things have picked up for you too. Keep up the great work. Hi, all. Thanks for hanging out with us today. AP's Dead Dog Collective says chili leads to a husband crashing on the couch.
Not this one.
Let's see.
I don't think he's ever had to sleep on the couch.
No, I don't do that. You know that. Manuel Siciliano. Hopefully I got that right. Manuel Siciliano. I'm new at flipping pallets. Any tips on what to do about damaged packaging? So, okay, damaged packaging isn't the worst thing, but if you have some pallets and in there, you know, like the package is ripped open, or maybe not even there with the item, you can sell it as used. You don't have to have the packaging to do that. There's people that'll even sell stuff without your packaging that's in new condition as open box, even though I generally don't. But yeah, you get really any condition of an item in your pallets. And if you get an item that's damaged, though, you can try to part it out, maybe sell it for parts or repair. Look up comps, maybe type up the item that you're looking up and type in the word parts afterwards and see the sold comps if anyone sold that for parts or repair, and then just list it for parts or repair. If they're able to sell it, then you can too. And that's kind of how I approach it. And if it's just beyond repair, not even worth your time, then you just throw it out. Let's see. Tommy's not with liquidation. He says have plenty of money to waste. You can get good deals liquidation. Just I'd say
you have to be very
picky, like Ricky.
Yeah.
Because a good 20% of your items are going to be just worthless. And you have to be okay with that. You have to kind of figure that into your.
There's going to be a lot of loss in there.
Let's see. Flipping Sports Guy says, I took a fall as well. People like to pile kids' toys in the stairwell. Feel like it was sabotage. Hey, I mean, at our other house, was going down the stairs like a month after we moved there. And I think I was looking for my dog or something like these. It was down the stairs. And all of a sudden my foot gives away, and I'm sliding like I'm sliding into home plate with like one foot out all the way down the stairs, and my left leg got caught up underneath me. I thought I ripped some.
Bad. He crawled.
I couldn't get up. My leg was jacked up.
Oh my God. It was bad.
Yeah. So you ain't the only one that has done that.
I was dying.
Wow. The love.
Hey, I laugh at anybody that gets
GT
hurt.
says 2 days impressions and views tanked. Was switched to international shipping by not notified. Had to change any of my shipping policies by hand. Check your policies. Yeah, and if you guys
went through ours.
Yeah, if you guys use InkFrog, oh my goodness, that software just wants to put in all kinds of weird policies. And I had to go and spend about an hour deleting. And the thing is, you can't really delete a policy. You got to go in and view the items that are linked to that policy. And then you have to go in and bulk edit those listings for the new policy. It's just kind of redundant. Let's see. Got Bill York in the house. Monster Loon says, don't you want to sell us VPNs and a plot of land in Scotland? Hey, I guess if I could, I would. But I mean, look.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most of you would leave.
The intent of this channel was never to be rich. I mean, yeah, it is becoming a business, and I have to look at it that way. And I just have to, embrace that side of the YouTube part of it. That, you know what, YouTube is paying. This is why I have a hard time with people charging for programs, because YouTube is paying you already. And if you're saying that that's not enough, then I got a problem with that. That's just the way I look at it. And really, I think the shirts were more of a, we don't want to do it ourselves kind of thing. So people were at the time were asking about, hey, you thinking about putting merch out? So we put a link down below. We don't get nothing at all for that.
I still want to figure out how to do it myself. I mean, I can do it myself. I'm very crafty and I have a lot of the tools to do it.
Yes.
I just haven't. I don't take the time to do much crafting anymore because this business takes up a lot of time.
It does. But, maybe tomorrow while I'm gone, you can mess with it. Clayton Holyfield's in the house. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Bill York says, I use bubble wrap for breakables, but it is expensive. I purchased a small portable shredder and it's great. Shred all of my junk mail, old magazines, and scrap paper. Mm-hmm. But that stuff gets like into everything. So you open up a package that has all those shredded papers and you're like picking little pieces of paper out. I would say if you're going to do something like that, maybe polybag, like clear polybag the item inside the box so that it doesn't get all the scraps inside of it. Clayton says, I have a few high-dollar vintage Kansas City hats, hoping they win the Super Bowl, and then I'm going to list them ASAP. Get them listed now.
You should list them now.
Get them listed now. Yeah. Don't rely on them winning the Super Bowl. Yeah. Number one, they're beat up and banged up, so they may not. And number two, you get the people that are excited about the game, and they're going to want that hat to wear at the Super Bowl. So get those up. Sandra,
you should be getting it any time.
It has to be by tomorrow. And some people got theirs in the mail. So Charles got his in the mail. Tony Resale says, hi, everyone. I'm late. Well, at least you're here. That's all that matters. Let's see. I'm way behind you, I'm sure.
What did he say about the dogs and the MMA?
I like how the pups in the background do MMA. Yeah, they never do it.
They do it only when we go live. Yeah. I mean, they are little characters, and it's like, okay, mom and dad aren't paying attention, so let's just cause a ruckus.
So the dogs are getting older, right? And so my dog, the white one, is Chewy, but he is like a problem with his hip, so he's not really putting anything on his right leg. So lately, I've been calling him Skip, but and he responds to it too. But he likes to jump up on the bed, like we're like watching TV at night or something, and it's like becoming harder for him. And then the other one's just too lazy.
He's just lazy.
He's just too lazy. He won't do it unless you pick him up. So I went and got for $6. I picked up, and it had brand with tags. It's one of those. It's for pets. It's the stairs, and they're like real cushiony. And I'm so glad that they make them that way because I'm going in the room and the lights are out, and I forgot we even have one now, and I tripped over the damn thing. I said, if this thing was wood, I'd be dead already.
Yes. Well, he also has a problem with watching where he's walking. So I'm not surprised.
Well, it's dark, okay?
You've done it when the lights are on too. Don't lie.
What are you trying to do to me here? So there's different plans on Prime Lister. I think the Prime Lister plan, the different plans, like for instance, the main one or the basic one will just allow you to cross post, like from eBay to Mercari, eBay to Poshmark. But if you want to have the different options to go in and, like offer people, see, the thing is on Mercari, you can't bulk offer. So you can go into the listing and make an offer for, items, but this will go in and do it for you. So you basically say, I want to offer 10% off on all my listings that people have liked. And it'll go like every 30 seconds to make Mercari think it's a human doing it, not a bot. Yeah. And then the same thing for Poshmark. It'll go through and share your listings, and it'll also do the offers too, but it'll do it in such a way where Poshmark doesn't flag you as using a bot to do it.
When the bot comes on to tell you that, or the CAPTCHA, it will clear the CAPTCHA for you.
Yeah. So yeah, just trying to, find that information. Really, I don't have it on the top of my head. Bill York says, I ship in any box I can find. I turn them inside out. Yeah. I mean, look, I ship Amazon boxes all the time on eBay. I know that there's a thing where, like that's one reason why people don't like, drop shippers is because the customer will get the item, like a Walmart item in a Walmart box, even though it was bought on eBay. But I use all kinds of different boxes, and so do other sellers. The Monster Loon, I got an order in a box of granola bars once. I wish they would have left a bar there for me.
Haven't we gotten a cereal bar box before?
No, someone else did.
I didn't. Kind of other box.
Yeah, but it wasn't very, very strong. I can tell you that. Tommy shut his store off so he can complain about servers. I just want to know if it's a thing. I don't know if it's, a valid complaint or not. Damien says, I hit the like button, got a return.
Oh, no.
I think you hit the thumbs down
button. Hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I think you hit the wrong button.
Try it again.
Yeah, but they haven't sent it in yet. Maybe it's just one of those things where they open the return and then they just don't get around to returning it.
Yeah.
Charles says, when I lower my prices and resist, I always get sales. J-Dub Richo says, yes, we miss Tracy. And Tommy says, no, I can't roll without Tracy. People only watch for her brains and my looks when her house is finished. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for it. Semperfi says, I wonder if listing in the morning versus evening makes a difference. That I sometimes think about that. So when I'm pushing, like, okay, I'm going to play golf tomorrow, that means I'm going to list tomorrow evening. Does that make a difference, right? Are these servers like in like the Philippines with these employees and it's thinking it's tomorrow when I'm listing today? I don't know.
No one will ever know.
That show is best when Australian booksellers got wasted and showed their true colors. And is that Tommy's show? Not sure. Jovial Juggler says, okay, everyone, after this video is over, go outside and yodel because it's National Yodel for Your Neighbors Day as well, especially you, John. Yodel out all your frustrations. You ready?
No.
Yodel, 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 yodel. There you go.
Oh my God. You're supposed to go outside.
I'm a good yodeler.
To the
I can yodel real good. Don't get me started. Tracy's forced Tommy to turn down lots of sponsors. He's got some crazy offers. Let's see. Paul, exactly one that didn't turn down is one who supplies Tommy shoes for him. No one designs his crackheads are my biggest customers. 3 days ago, got a sale for 72 boxes of Vicks gel caps for $325 plus shipping.
Wow.
Linda says, sorry, I have to go. Well, sorry you have to go 12 minutes ago. Hopefully you can watch the replay and just skip past me yodeling. That was a mistake. Carol says, ooh, yay, yodeling to neighbors, sounding like a tomcat yowling, which means they will throw shoes at you. Free eBay items.
Yeah.
Process says, I think people just got to roll with the punches today. Dishes out and keep pushing forward. Ride that eBay wave. Yes, I like that. Flippin' Sports Guy says, channel in the tank, make a video that you're splitting. Not sure. I think that means Tom, that's for Tommy. Mark says, have a good dinner. Got to go. Good luck to all the best to everyone. Make lots of sales. Well, Mark, thanks for hanging out with us today. Let's see. Truman Hare says, you're old when you fall and everyone runs towards you concerned. When you're young, they just laugh at you. But what if you're like in between? Because like if you're in your 40s, you're kind of like, you're not young, you're not old, but you're kind of right in there. Maybe they run to you and then start laughing.
I did run and I did see if he was okay, what he needed, but I was dying inside and it took everything in me not to laugh in front of him. It was rough.
Let's see. Tommy says, Confucius says, if people are charging for reselling information, it's because they can't make ends meet reselling. Those who can't do teach. There you go. But I just honestly, that aside, I just don't feel right. I mean, honestly, I just don't feel right. I mean, to me, it's always said that, look, I'm going to reserve my best for those who actually pay me, right? And
Yeah, that's not right.
it's, I don't mind sharing. I mean,
That ain't cool.
there's things I won't share with anyone, but that's like, now I've learned my lesson over the last year and a half. You can't give out all your sourcing information because it's going to mess you up on your eBay side of it. But everything else, I have no problem telling you guys about. Let's see. Bill York says the shredded paper isn't cross shredded. It's the long strips. Okay. I still use bubble wrap for breakables. Okay. I see meant 2 medium flat rate. I put it on already. Label counter in line. Yes. 2 postal clerks for 20 people today. Last rush mail leaves at 4 p.m. Parents with errands with kids after school. Best early a.m. Talking about paperback books.
Being a little wicked this evening.
Thank you. I can't say that. No one designs says Confucius also says a key that can open many locks is called a master key, but a lock that can be opened by many keys is a shitty lock. Got to remember that one. The flipping sports guy says I use Amazon boxes on eBay boxes on whatnot. Doesn't matter if it's a box. As long as, look, your customer just wants to know, not if you shipped in an eBay box or a Walmart box. They just want to make sure they get it in the condition that you said that it was going to arrive. That's all they care about. IC says, we'll check out Pirate Ship, my eBay on pause, major house renovations, roof done, windows pending, and all that good stuff. Well, sorry you're going through that, but yeah, Pirate Ship's going to save you a lot of money. If you pay retail, you're going to be spending way too much money. AP says I've changed my cha-ching on my phone to dolphin noises when I make a sale. That dedicated reselling. Now, what kind of phone do you have? Because like on iPhone, it's not really that easy to change that. At least maybe I'm oblivious.
Yeah, you're oblivious.
Chris has used diaper boxes. Wow. Picky Ricky says I use McDonald's French fry boxes.
I'm pretty sure that you didn't have a soiled box.
The Monster Loon jokes aside, the granola bar made sense. The granola bar box made sense. You really can't find smaller shipping boxes at retail. So what we've done, like we got those Barbies in those pallets, and we've taken those boxes and they maybe hold about 8 of the little accessory bundles. And those make really good small boxes.
They work really well. I like those.
Let's see. Tommy says, I only list like after 10 p.m. and no issues. Okay. Maybe you need to be consistent though. So if you're like me and maybe get to it in the morning or get to it later in the evening, maybe that throws the algorithm off. The Flipping Sports guy says that there's a 24-hour boost time might make a difference, but that algorithm is one big OL myth.
Big old myth.
Big OL myth. I know. OL myth. Johnny Martinez says, how long have you been selling on eBay? I've been selling for 15 years. For me, since 2002. And really, it's always been supplementing my main income when I was working at Amtrak. Was something that I did here and there, and at times I did it for months on end, and then I took a break and just focused on my main job. But yeah, I've been selling off and on for 21 years. Damian D says I just finished binge watching Yellowstone. So proud of Jimmy. Don't see it. I haven't watched it yet, so we can't talk about it.
We already know he was going to, but we haven't seen the next.
Yeah, we haven't watched the last one. Just haven't. Anytime Picker says, Paul, but if something gets lost through standard envelope shipping, Bob will cover you for 20. How can you charge for something you learn for free from another YouTuber?
Right. Good
question. And there's a lot of stuff that you'll learn anyway without watching it on YouTube, but you shouldn't charge for it. Andy says, never sign up for Chat GPT. They want your name and your live, or you live your phone number, firstborn address, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, they want that basic stuff. But you know what? I don't mind. I mean, look, they're going to find it anyway. I've had my phone number now for 20 something years. I've never changed it. I've always kept it, even when I've changed carriers. So they're going to find it if they want it. Guide Guru says, hey guys, late as usual, we'll check out in the morning. Yes, thanks for at least hanging out, dropping in and saying hi. Now, Tommy says, I use eBay's polys on Poshmark daily. Can't believe, no crying yet. You know what? I don't mind using the boxes, though, on Poshmark because they give you that 5-pound label. And so for me, it's like, you know, as long as I'm using a free box, which is the USPS mailboxes or shoe boxes, then it's fine with me. I'm not wasting any of my own supplies. JW Retro says pirate ship a simple export rate height is a bummer. Extra $1.50 for 1 pound to Canada. That's not good. Tommy, I use eBay Poly for every platform. It's all about consistency. Yeah, but it also is about, to me, what works. I mean, if they're already paying £5 for Posh, I'm going to let them use a free box all day long. I'll avoid using my own poly bags that I'm paying for. Jovial says, Confucius says, man who go to bed with itchy butt, wake up with stinky finger.
God.
Wow. And then Sandra wants to know when the 1099s are coming out. They come out either today or tomorrow.
Anytime.
Check your mailbox or check your seller hub. It should be there either today or tomorrow. Picky Ricky, I just used the eBay tape to give the buyer the feeling he's buying from Amazon. Everyone's dying to get those 1099s. LOL. A lot of resellers need that refund. Yeah, people want to get those tax
refund. What's that? We haven't had a refund in years.
No, we haven't. But I am anxious for everyone to get their refunds back. That just means that they get that money back and they can start buying from us on eBay. And then Carol says, "Yay, you're caught up in chat now." Yeah, that's usually what happens. Eventually, we get there. And then JW Retro says, refund. I'm in no rush to pay Uncle Sam.
Exactly.
And yes.
I haven't heard a refund in our taxes years.
I see itchy butt joke I heard on my first day of first grade. Tommy says, about space for me. 55 pairs of shoes today. Every box is a disaster. I take mine to post office. So we basically wrap each pair and we designate a rack. We have those 5-tiered racks that most people have, and we can usually get about 20 to 30 pairs on each rack. And so
it depends on how big the shoes are.
Yeah,
I mean, if they're like big clodhopper boots or something, then of course we're not going to fit them in.
And that way, you got them wrapped. You don't have to worry about one shoe. Like, why can't I find the other shoe? That it keeps everything together. It looks like you actually put some care into it. Actually, someone actually say that they were happy that I wrapped the shoes in their feedback. Oh, the shoes were even wrapped, that type of thing. So
yeah.
No One Design says, great live, guys. Now kiss and make up. We're all good. We're all good.
We're good.
She's going to get her chili here. So she's going to be really good.
I just want my chili.
So we're at the hour and 22 mark, and we've caught up to you guys. And I just want to say, I had fun. Maybe I acted a little weird or whatever, but sometimes that happens, but look, I could be myself around you guys, and that's cool. And maybe, I need to be that way once in a while because I can't be all serious all the time. But, thank you guys for being here, putting up with it, being a part of the program. And it like always, you guys mean the world to us. So thank you for hanging out with us. Whether or not you use it, though, the listings quality report on eBay, it's something that you should maybe look at to maybe see, just to get an idea of maybe where you rank with certain things, and maybe if you need to make improvements with certain listings. But for me, because I sell all kinds of things, it's not something I'm going to hang my hat on. Maybe look at it once in a while, and that's about it. But looking at reports and information on how you do on this platform, it's really necessary. I'm making a spreadsheet of my own, right? And it's because I want to have the data, right? Want to have the access to the quick graphs and all the cool data. And you really want that so that you know where to improve on. But keeping track of that is just another sign of how sometimes flipping ain't easy. And I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your day. Have a great start to your week. And we will talk to you very soon.
Lots of sales, guys. Let's go.
Hit that like button. Bye, everyone.